Hello everybody, this is Jamie with Southeast Figs. We are looking at the Alma fig trees. Let's see. You can get some tri-lobe leaves like this, and they can turn into kind of almost five-lobe leaves like that. Around, as the tree gets bigger, they can go from tri-lobe to five-lobe. These trees are like maybe third years. This is a fourth year tree here. Let's see. It gets all the way up to 5 lobes. Like so. Let's see. Yeah, another one over here. A lot of the leaves will start off like this. They look like duck's feet. Kind of. Yeah, some of them even be single-lobed. Then even some of the ones that are almost 5-lobed have a little narrow indentation between the lobes. Looking good. Starting to ripen. This one, shiny and big. It'll swell any day, probably. This one right here is starting the swelling process. Has a hint of almost a tannish pinkish color in the eye. You know, it's not like bright pink or anything like a Chicago Hardy. It's barely even discernible. You know, it may not look pink in different light, but they look like all up and down the tree. You know, figs, figs, and more figs. Let's see, here's some upper leaves. The usual leaf shape is like this. They have narrow indentations between the lobes and fingers. Some are more like a single lobe. On the older tree, fourth, this may be its 5th year. The tree on this is new growth. I air layered the top out of the tree. This is very new, vigorous growth. On an older tree, it can get deeper indentations between the lobes of the leaves. But the general shape of the leaf is still the same. It's just got deeper lobes right here. Let's see. Let's grab one of these leaves. These all came from the same tree. Air layers off the same mother tree to begin with. There's no question, it is the same tree. This is like a 2nd or 3rd year tree leaf here. This is I think this is the 5th season for this tree. The leaves can get deeper indentations. Let's see. Here's one that has less, but the shape though is basically the same. These little nubs at the bottom get a little more elongated, but the general overall shape of the leaf, you know, is the same. La la la. Right. See, let's go over here. Here is the top of that tree that I air layered off. Right? See, you know, you get a lot of the squat looking leaves. You know, this is how they were before I air layered the top out, and it got real vigorous. Some with the deeper indentations between the lobes, but you get a lot of stuff like this. Let's see. This is the 5th season on this tree. That's when you're starting to see, maybe see it before that, but as the tree gets older, the leaves do change a little bit. That's the 5th season on this tree, I believe. It was 4 years old last year. these, one tree on the left, and there's 2 trees on the right. I think that's a 3rd year, and then those are on their 2nd year. Yeah. But you can see the different shapes of leaves, and over time, there's another one with hardly splits between the lobes, and then almost like a single giant lobe, like right here. And as they get bigger, more mature and older, they develop deeper ridges between the fingers. Oh, here we go. There's some. This is a younger tree. It's older branch though, and older